What's up everybody, it's Sean here, finally giving you guys my review of the Air Jordan 4 Retro in this infrared colorway. Today's video was brought to you by Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell ETP winsoles, which essentially is the same material you'll find in Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box. You'll see they sell a variety of different insoles, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, you're going to find there's a suitable pair for anyone. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and to me, I personally find them to be very comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout and get 15% off your entire purchase. So these infrared Air Jordan 4s actually released back in June, I believe, in the States. But here in Canada, because of shipping delays and logistics issues, we finally started to get pairs in our shops a few weeks back. So this pair retailed for $200 US or $260 here in Canada, well actually $270 on the Nike website, but for some reason it's $10 cheaper at our Foot Locker stores and our boutiques. But either way, the official colorway for this shoe is dark gray, infrared 23, black, white, and cement gray. First things first, here's a quick look at the box, and as you can see, this comes in this gray colored cardboard box. We have the speckle paint found throughout the top, along with this oversized flight branding. As for the shoes, so this is your classic Air Jordan 4 silhouette, and my initial thoughts when I first saw the images of this pair is that it really reminded me of the Air Jordan 4 Fear. So that's what initially drew me into this colorway, so I was very excited to pick these up and see how they were in person. So taking a look at the shoe, on the toe box, the majority of the upper is constructed out of this dark gray colored nubuck. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this lighter gray or cement gray colored nubuck, which wraps around the front half of the sneaker. For the bottom three eyelets and the top three eyelets, we have this infrared colored TPU or plastic lace crown, which is a standard across all your Air Jordan 4s. And then next to this, on the mid panel, we have the signature netting of the Air Jordan 4, and this is done in a black color. Next to this, we have this TPU side wing or strap, which is also colored in black as well. And then beneath this, you'll see this entire back half is covered in this dark gray colored nubuck. On the back of the shoe, we have this black colored TPU heel tab, and in the middle, we have this light gray Jumpman logo. As for the laces, so these only come with one lace option, and they're just your standard flat style lace in black. Underneath this, you'll see that the majority of the tongue is also covered in that same black colored netting that we saw earlier on the side panels. And on the top, we have more of that dark gray nubuck, and in the middle, we have the square tag with Jumpman flight branding, which is done in a combination of black, infrared, and white. The back of the tongue has this signature Air Jordan branding done in this upside down fashion, and the tongue itself is covered in this vibrant infrared colored textile. But in contrast, the interior liner of the shoe itself is lined in this black colored textile, and it feels like it's very well padded all around. As for the insoles, so these come with a infrared colored foam insole, not to be mistaken with a polyurethane insole. And pressed on the heel, we have a Jumpman logo. So the upper of the Air Jordan 4 sits atop this full-length polyurethane foam midsole. The midsole is painted in white on the bottom and black on the top, and on the heel we have this window, which exposes the Nike Air Sole unit that's found within the midsole for cushioning. And then finally, flipping this pair over to the bottom, this is just your standard Air Jordan 4 outsole. This is constructed out of a combination of black, gray, white, and infrared colored rubber. We have a herringbone style traction pattern, and in the middle we have this infrared colored Jumpman logo. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Air Jordan 4 infrareds. And for those wondering about sizing, so I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I wear between a 10 or a 10.5 in most of my Air Jordan 4s. So the Air Jordan 4 in general is a bit more of a narrow fitting shoe, but some Jordan 4s specifically fit more narrow than others. So in the case for this colorway, I picked these up in a size 10, not knowing any better how they fit, and they do fit a little bit more snug than some other Air Jordan 4s, for example like the military black 4s. So whereas that one I stick true to size no problems, this one I feel like I should have went up to a 10.5. I don't know if it's because of the materials chosen, if there's more interior padding, or just the overall tooling is just a little bit different. Whatever it is, it's noticeably more snug, and I think that for me at least, sticking true to size would be a little bit uncomfortable. So depending on how wide your feet are, if you have narrow or normal width feet, then by all means, true to size is probably going to be okay for you. But even if you have slightly wider feet, or if you have really wide feet, you probably want to go up a half size. Moving on to the comfort, even though there is Nike Air technology that's visible within the shoe, it feels pretty stiff underfoot, and I feel like the majority of the comfort I'm feeling underfoot is coming from that foam insole. To add to that, this specific colorway, it felt a little bit more narrow than some of my other Air Jordan 4s, so I had to loosen up every single lace to get my foot inside and see whether I can get this shoe to fit me more comfortably. But like I said before, it definitely felt noticeably snug, and it was giving me a lot of pressure on the sides of my toes. So that was kind of a downer. I was looking forward to rocking these, but at least for the size that I got, I don't think it would be comfortable for me at all. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so first off, in terms of material quality, so like I mentioned in the very beginning, the thing that drew me about this shoe was that it reminded me of the Air Jordan 4 Fear. While the color blocking is very similar in this sort of gradient gray sort of look, once I got them in hand, I can really notice the difference. The material quality on the Fear pack is just much better than the quality on this one. The nubuck used here feels very synthetic, and the overall feel of the shoe in hand, it feels a little bit cheap. But in terms of silver linings, I guess the overall build and the craftsmanship on my pair specifically, I thought it was pretty solid. I didn't have any major flaws that I could see, no visible glue stains, the paint job was pretty solid, the stitching, all that stuff. So even though the material quality was a bit subpar, the build was pretty good. So with all that out of the way now, let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these infrared 4s look on feet. Overall, how do I feel about this shoe? Well, from a colorway perspective, I think it's still very nice. I like this whole gradient gray sort of look, and I think the infrared hits gives it just enough color to make it stand out. But that's pretty much where the good ends with this pair. Again, I wasn't in love with the choices of materials that they used, it felt a little bit cheap, and the sizing on this pair was just a little bit too snug for me personally. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Air Jordan 4 Infrared. For anyone watching, did you guys grab a pair for yourself? Did you take an L, or did you just pass on these altogether? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esgo8, check me out on Twitter as well at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.